Howdy. Happy MLK Day for those of you folks that have this Monday off. And you know what? Let's go retro today. What do you say? Okay, we'll go over what we're going to shave with in just a few seconds. We're actually going to bowl lather today. So I'm whooping up the lather real quick. But everything will be from a retro style. It may not all be retro stuff, but you know, kind of just a retro shave. And the soap we're going to be using today is an oldie but a goodie, Colgate cup soap. So that's what we're going to use today, and we'll go over the razor and everything else. If you do have the day off, I hope you're having a nice one. This will be a straight razor shave, since we are going retro. Kind of like to think that, you know, maybe Martin Luther King could have possibly shaved with this type of stuff. I mean, it was readily available. I have not done any research to see what he did shave with, but Colgate is just a... I think I did a shootout not too long ago where I compared the Colgate cup soap with the Williams mug soap, and the Colgate soap, in my opinion, comes out on top. To be quite honest with you, it's just a wonderful soap. Just soapy, you know, hardly any fragrance at all, but nice. The razor we're going to be using today is a George Wostenholm for Barber's use, 8/8. This is a chopper. Again, it would have been available back then. And this is, I would say, a near wedge, but a very nice, heavy razor that you just kind of let fall down your face. It's been stropped 30 and 60. A very quiet razor, but just so smooth. Very easy to use, but very sharp. I have a Wade Butcher 8/8 for barber use at the shop that I use on folks with pretty coarse beards. Because I use 3 razors on a regular basis. At the shop. One is Essence by Titleist, so a removable blade straight razor. I use this mostly for the neck shaves and the budget shave services that I offer. It just makes it so much easier. You know, you change the blade out, you're good to go. Don't have to worry about bench stropping, or I have a Barber hone. But for those people that want a true straight razor shave, which is a good majority, mostly I use the Titleist for the neck shave and what we call the arching technique around the ear. But for the regular straight shave, I use I've got a Thier scissored, full hollow And I also have a Ralph Ost that I keep at the shop. And it just depends on the beard. When I do the initial cleansing of the face and everything else, I kind of judge what kind of beard this person has and then pick the razor accordingly. Now, I have chosen the Tedalus for a regular straight shave, just from the comfort factor. And if I see that the person's skin is a little bit sensitive to stuff, I'll do that. So yeah, I have a multitude of razors besides that Wade Butcher that I use at the shop and I keep at the shop. Just depends on how busy I am and if I have time to, because doing straight razor shaves, you actually do the bench hone and the strop every shave, and actually during the shave process. So sometimes time-wise, it can get a little out of hand. And it also depends on the preference of the customer. Some are a little bit leery of straight razors. Speaking of that, I will be putting up a barbershop straight razor video next week sometime. And as those of you that watch Nurse Dave's channel, I had mentioned to him that I started doing some different things with my straight shave. As those of you that have been following the channel for a long time, you all know that I do, after the last pass, I do a Barber facial to add all that moisture in that we've removed during the shave process. Hold that thought. But what I've decided to do is just add some more value to the shave. I could end right here. But it adds some more value to the shave and the facial, because basically the barber facial is done after the third pass and then followed by a hot steam towel to really moisturize the face. Well, what I did is I bought a facial steamer. And this is a large apparatus that I can put essential oils in. I'm using eucalyptus and spearmint right now. So what I'll do is I'll cleanse, right before the facial, I'll cleanse again using a rose water micellar type cleanser. Then I will apply the facial, which is just a moisturizing cream, and then put the hot towel on. But during the 3 passes of the shave, after each pass, I will put the hot towel on. And, hot towels can reduce in temperature fairly quickly. So what this steam wand will do is it'll sit right over the top of the face and steam, hot steam, while that towel's on. And that'll be for all 3 passes, plus the rest facial. And what we've noticed so far in the shop for those people, because I just got it last week, the end result is just amazing. The face is just perfectly moisturized. And then after the hot towel and the facial and the steam, then when the cold towel, after the aftershave balm and stuff like that comes on, then I have a cold steam wand that is all part of the same unit, and that'll shoot cold steam onto the person's face. And we found that it just works great. So I've done a couple of in-shop shave videos already. But this one will be the addition of the facial steamer. Now, is that something that was done in old school barbershops? No. But I think you'll find, if you've watched videos of other barbers that do straight shaves, this one is a little bit more involved, but the end results, in my opinion, are better. So look for that video a little bit later next week. And hopefully you'll enjoy that. It's going to be a long video. As it'll be a more or less a narrated video, because I'll do the shave and then I'll come back in and edit it with what I'm doing. This is such a fun razor to use. All right, let's see how much cleanup I'm going to need. Yeah, as always, just a little bit in the neck. This is probably the best razor also I have for the flat blading as well. And flat blading is somewhat of a misnomer, because there's no really flat surface on this, but what I'm doing is I'm writing the edge right straight down. So I'm right at that point where both sides meet. I guess you could call that the apex. And I found that it really cleans up nice. All right. Beautiful DSBBS shave. Let's see what the alum says. Just a little bit here and here, but that's normal for me. We'll get cleaned up and show you the brush and then finish out all parts of the shave. Rinse off the alum, cold water. Just a really, really good shave. You know, the Colgate and the Williams, they're not exactly what you would call the most moisturizing of soaps. Not like the newer soaps that are being done by the artisans. but still a great shave. Very smooth on the skin, very good residual slickness. The brush we used today was a Rubber Set 404. And this is got a, I restored this, and it has got a TGN Finest knot in it. Again, the razor was a George Wostenholm 8/8 for barber use, near wedge. And we, like I said, we don't bowl lather very often, but we used our Captain's Choice lather bowl, which is very nice. For our witch hazel today, we will be using the Litzia Kubeba by CBL Soaps. Just a wonderful, wonderful citrus balm, just lemony. Oh, and what's cool about this thing, and I think he mentioned this on the forum, it's a great travel thing because you don't see these flip tops that often. With you just turn it and it can't open, so you don't have to worry about spillage. That's kind of neat. For our aftershave today, we are going to be using out of a vintage Aqua Velva bottle that my buddy Matt 3262 gave to me for Christmas a few years ago. This is Aqua Velva Sport. I haven't been able to find this. This is not a vintage juice. It's probably 4 or 5 years old. They were doing a gift set that had the blue and the sport, but I haven't been able to find it. But typical Aqua Velva, just wonderful. And this vintage bottle is just really cool. And we're going to go back to the Clubman, keeping it retro. We're going to go back to the Clubman talc. And what I found is, believe it or not, when I was looking for kind of an EDT to use today, trying to find something that would match the Aqua Velva Sport, there's not a lot. I don't want to call it a generic fragrance, but it's just light and not citrusy. I can't, kind of a powdery, but basically a barbershop-y type scent. So I was looking for an EDT that would fit that and wanting to stay old school. And what I found was British Sterling. Just a wonderful EDT that's just old school and everything else. That's the shave, folks. I certainly appreciate you joining us today. We're at about 12:40, 12:41, so we're getting there. 60 more to the next giveaway. Please come and visit us at the Cadre. That's www.theshavingcadre.com. And then also, if you'd be so kind, join us Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific for Drinks and Daves, where we talk about all kinds of different subjects. But we do certainly appreciate you being here. I am working on that live show as well as some other things that I've got in the fire. I appreciate all your comments and questions. In fact, today in my community page, people were asking about the lather catcher bowl or the lather wiper bowl. I posted some pictures up there. So I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave Shaves and Such. I hope everybody has a wonderful Martin Luther King holiday and enjoy the rest of your day. And good chance we'll probably see you tomorrow. Take care.